All right, you guys, welcome back to Ragdoll Planting. So today I'm going to do a video about updates of my house plants and my yard plants. Beginning with my Arrowhead, Dumcane, and Florida Beauty pot. I put this pot together and she's done quite well, except for the Dumcane. I've lost a few leaves. The leaves and stems look healthy. This is a busy pot. All these plants were babies. The marble pothos, the split leaves, the silver pothos, the monstera, the red stem philodendron. They're all in this pot together. I haven't had any problems or concerns. So pretty. This pot turned out so pretty. Next we have my monstera pot, and it's also mixed with a different philodendron. I'm not sure of the name. I'll be making some clippings in this pot. I'm not sure why this leaf is deteriorating. Oh, look at this. That is a pretty view. Look at that. All the heart leaves. And this is how I keep my leaves so naturally shiny. I bring them to the sink from time to time. I wash off my leaves. I add soil. I make clippings. And this is how I maintain my plants from time to time. The red stem philodendron. I bushed up this plant from 3, 6 to 9 stems by propagating and propagating, and now I've allowed this plant to vine. No problems or concerns. An evergreen plant. Loves the morning sunrise. The Florida Beauty is becoming one of my favorite plants. I'm in love with that stem, the color, the specks. It's just really pretty. In this particular pot, I have all new growth. This plant sits by a bright window. This plant is mixed with a Hoya, and it also sits by a bright window, not too much sun. And I just really like how it's looking. Also, you see the moonlight and the silver. I put the mirror in the background for extra light for the plants. I like to individually wash off all my leaves. And it gives them that natural shine. Look at the natural shine on these leaves, on the moonlight. And also on my velvet vine. Look how clean and fresh and healthy these leaves look. Look at that glow, the purple glow on the tips. And a simple wash down will provide such a beautiful shine, the natural shine on your leaves. Yes, a natural shine. My next evergreen, this is the springtime, and she was just beginning to sprout. This is the summertime, and now she has height. Those pink stems. So pretty, and the red on the leaves. Speaking of my evergreens, I took both of these baby stumps from the mother plant and put it into a 4-inch pot. And ever since I pot them together, they've been in love. They have the leaves have sprouted out on both stems. The aglaonomia and the evergreen. It's so pretty. Look at those little pink. Now the tips on this plant are pink, not so much red. On the leaves, that's what I'm speaking of. I just like looking at the stems together. The aglaonomia. During the hot season, during the summertime, I really like to flood out my plants from time to time. It's good to provide good drainage for your babies. That way, the water will easily flow through. Next in line is another mixed plant that I made. This is the before picture. And this is the after picture. Now all these babies are original, except for the golden pothos. The arrowhead, the pink splash, and the heart philodendron are all originals to this pot. The spider plant did not make it. A splash of pink to match the pink pot. I spin her around, give you a good look at her. And you can tell all of the leaves are reaching for the window. So this is a good time to water my plants and rotate my plants. Look at that natural shine on the leaves. After a nice wash down, this is the after result. Look how the leaves are just shining. They are so shiny. No sprays, no chemicals. This is all I do to prep my plants. This plant has done very well together. The Rio, and I forget the other plant's name. It's not a dumpking, it's not a philodendron. The leaves are huge. Look at the size of the leaves. So drop dead. This is about a 4-month-old pot. I put them in this pot together because I knew that they would grow big together. And look at that stem. The stem is still very striking. I'm praying when I bring this plant in during the fall and winter season that I can keep her as beautiful as she is now. The pink lines, the cream and green lines on the Rio plant. Very pretty. It looks like a flower. Well, I've kept an eye on the Thai, and she's doing very good. So the Thai plant has new babies. Here's a leaf, and here's another leaf. This plant has really done good over time. This is another one of my Rio plants. This is the dwarf Rio plant. Tropical plant, sun-loving plant. I do my best to keep my soil and my pots clean. Happy soil, happy plants. My pothos plant, the golden. This is one of my 4-inch pots, but she does has length. My mixed pothos plant, the golden, the jade, and marble pothos. My orange stem philodendron. For some reason, all my leaves died upon arrival, but I have some new growth now, and I'm excited to see them all bloom. I have one original leaf that's hanging on, but I'm super excited for the babies. My flapjack succulent, I haven't killed her. And look at her red stems. This is how she looks after a fresh wash down. It just looks healthy. Look at the stem. They just look healthy and clean. I like that after I wash my plants down. But on the other hand, my African mass plant has been showing out. She's lost a leaf already, and the same thing is now happening to this plant. To this leaf. It's deteriorating, and I have no idea why. I will do an update on this video and perhaps look up in my houseplant of encyclopedia and see if we can save the last remaining leaf. After a couple of days, the leaf has completely deteriorated.